So where I was at before I came here, I am still there. I'm still at my 9 to 5 grind, and as everybody knows who's in the community, they see my picture. I'm over there hustling up food. I'm back there at Applebee's, getting my work on, getting my prep on, and that's where I'm at. And how I came to get in the community is I knew that this was something that I didn't want uh, my life to go on. This is something I didn't want to be at forever. So I knew there was something better. So during my trials and tribulations, I was on YouTube, going to YouTube University, and I came across wholesaling. So wholesaling was a strategy that just fell in my lap. I couldn't tell you how it was. I don't know where I was. I just knew I was on YouTube. I came across it. I was like, man, this is something that I feel like I could get into. I didn't know too much about real estate or have that real estate background. Nobody in my family. I just knew of realtors. So as I started doing my wholesaling or getting into wholesaling, I knew a friend of mine who was also doing the same thing. So short story long, a friend of mine I knew was selling his house. We had linked up. He did most of the footwork. I just bought the seller, and we did a wholesale deal. Now I've done another wholesale deal after I got in the community, and then my strategies kept changing. I started kind of during the pandemic, so I was kind of lost. So I just dug into my classes, and start connecting, start making the relationships necessary to get to where I wanted to be. And I didn't know anybody in Michigan at the time who was doing this. And someone was like, "Oh yeah, there's people in Grand Rapids, distance from where I was." And somebody mentioned Detroit. I'm like, "Oh, okay, I'm right around the corner." So somebody mentioned Jerry, and from there I hooked up with him. He was working on his fix and flip at the time. I believe his first and only fix and flip at the time. And we connected, and from there we just kept in touch.
As far as I go, I started this thing back in December of 2016. I answered a roadside sign that basically said, "Real estate investor seeks trainee, earn while you learn." I answered that sign, man. Coming home from work, I was a AAA roadside service manager. So you would call, "Hey, I'm stuck on the side of the road." I'll pull up. So I've been kind of helping people, throughout my W-2 workings. And so when I got with this community, the education itself just allowed, for myself, I had this shiny object syndrome. So when I dug into the classes, hey, I can learn how to do a fix and flip. I can learn how to do a wholesale. I can buy a piece of land. So I've done a number of different real estate strategies. For me, it was seeing a few younger people that were already involved with this community when I came in, you know what I'm saying? And as I seen 22-year-olds, like 20-year-olds, like when they like, "Oh well, yeah, they got $100,000 check." For me, that was like, as hard as I'm working and I ain't seeing this kind of money is crazy. And so it just did everything for me. Like, the more strategies the more the better the possibilities of you creating a deal. Deals aren't found. You don't, "Oh, I found a deal." No, deals are really created. And so the more real estate strategies that the more you can employ different ways to make situations win-win. And I hope that makes sense.
So buy and hold day one, day two. Again, some more great information, great classes that is going to help you get a better understanding on what you're getting into and how to do it, why people do it. If you're looking to get into real estate investing, I wouldn't look no further. And like I tell my guests and the people that I'm speaking to, if you find something better than this, you let me know ASAP.
A lot of the instructors here, they kind of encourage other strategies. Hey, look at another strategy, learn another strategy, because the more you're equipped, the better you are to help solve the problem, because that's really what it's all about.
This is the benefit of working with individuals that have the same education that you have, and that's why it's good to pulling all your resources, especially if you want to do something out of state. This is a great opportunity, and yeah, this is how we help one another and continue growing and continue getting this knowledge. And it just makes it that much more beneficial that somebody else has that same knowledge as you do, so you feel more comfortable speaking to that person in that said state.
One thing about this community is that everyone is here to actually help you. We want you to succeed because we don't succeed unless you succeed. We instruct to train people how to do what we do. The instructors for this community are current practitioners in whatever they instruct, whether it's wholesaling, fix and flips, or myself, seller finance notes. So getting involved in the community isn't just getting a bunch of classes that you have to watch and learn yourself. It's getting in contact with the people that know how to do what you choose and that will willingly help you with what you're doing.
It's just amazing at what the community provides for us. You know what I'm saying? And so, man, shout out to the team, to the community. Man, this is like really real, and it's life changing. So depending upon how serious you take it, man, I don't care what kind of real estate you're doing. I don't care how long you've been doing real estate. What we have here is different from it. Show me.
That's what I said. That's what I tell my guests. If you find something better than this, you let me know ASAP.
This education platform itself helps you minimize all risk. There's always going to be risk, you know what I'm saying, in real estate. But the education and the knowledge minimizes the risk. So the more you know, I can promise you, the better off you'll be able to structure your deals.